Facebook Live, Facebook Live. We have arrived. One more time, y'all. Let's get it in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the early What I Seek to Spirit Study and Prayer Line on this 26th day in October 2022. Y'all, let's G, good to see you in here, man. Demeanor, good to see you in here as well. Let's go to John 1, y'all. John 1 and 10. Demeanor in the building. We got Don Deems in the building. JB, what's up with it? Is that Big Cam in the house? That look like Cam up in here too. Yeah, I was right. Matty Yahoo in the building. Elder Yosef. We got two Cams in here, huh? We got Elder Yosef in here with us. My mom and my mother-in-law and Al Mal, my pal. As y'all go on and chime on in. I tried to accept that second friend's request, JB. Couldn't find the Joker no more. Brianna, good to see you in here this morning. We in John 10, Yakanan, 1 and 10. How many of y'all know we the people of the book? Put a 1 in here if y'all know we the people of the book. Everyone that's woke up to find out that they jacked us for identity, called us blacks, and called us a color in the crayon, but trying to hide the fact that we the people of the book. How many of y'all know Kanye West was telling the truth? Put a 1 in there. They finna try to take his head off because he's so influential. He's so influential that even like white Jews, we weren't the only ones deceived. You got the lower layman people deceived on planet Earth. You got the lower layman people deceived. Boca Tov, Rhonda Ponda, Trisha Johnson, good to see y'all in there. Do y'all know we the people of the book? Put a 1 in there if y'all agree with Kanye West when he said we the people of the book. and they going mania on this dude. Teresa, good to see you in here. They're probably controlling the narrative too, because DEFCON 1, he said he going DEFCON 1. That's defense. That's not offense. They probably edit that part out. Trisha Johnson, he probably said DEFCON 1 is a defensive mode, not offensive. They trying to make it like he's saying attack Jews. He didn't say that. He said he's defensive of them because they scandalous and they the synagogue of Satan. Mark Logan, good to see you in here. Lena Franklin, good to see you in here. We in John 1 and 10, y'all. Beverly, always a pleasure, sis. Mark Logan, right on. Put a 1 in there if y'all agree with Kanye West. We the people of the book. And now him saying it made it go international. And they don't like that. They plan on doing something to him. Leslie Sutton, I appreciate him for standing up. Nicole Robinson, I appreciate him standing up. I don't like what he said about George Floyd, though. Barbara, good to see you in here. I don't agree with that. But what I do know, a part of that, what he said was true, was they used that to get so-called black folk, but they got the real Israel Hebrew vote for the Democrats, right? Because Trump was coming out as a major racist. Banks, good to see you in here, right? More racist than the Democrats. But to tell you the truth, the Republicans didn't like Hebrews either, but they wanted to separate from them. But they knew they were human, though. It's the Democrats that said we was not human, 3/5 of a human being. Nicole Robinson, good to see you in here, and that we deserve to be slaves. That's what the Democrats said. And they use Obama on us to trick her. They use Clinton because he run around here playing a doggone saxophone. Are y'all with me? Denicia, good to see you in here. Gabriel Barak, good to see you in here as well. Yeah, they use Clinton, and they act like they like us. It's better when you know somebody don't like you and they'll tell you they respect you as a person, but they don't like you and they just want to get away from you. That's the Republicans. It's the Democrats. Yeah, the one that had the Confederate flag, that was Democrats. But see, we've been so duped, you know what I mean? And so they used the George Floyd situation. They used that situation for us to go against the Republican thing and roll with the Democrats when both of them ain't no good for us. You got the Republic Klan and you got the Democrats, but the Democrats is worse. Yeah, I said it. But we so deceived, and our OGs that should know something don't. They run around here, our men run around here emotional like women. I'm not disrespecting women. Women, y'all supposed to be emotional. You got men run around here emotional, uh, uh, voting for the Democrats without doing their homework. I'm done with that. I'm just saying. At least y'all know we the people of the book because he telling the truth. And because he's so influential, they coming for him with everything they got. Y'all pray for him because he's still our brother. Y'all pray for him, and what he said is true. We the people of the book. The cat is out the bag. Listen, John 1 and 10. Let's see what it say. Look what it say. It said, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. Who was in the world? He was in the world. Who was in the world? Whoever he was, he made the world. Right on, Gabriel. Barack. Listen, he was in the world, and the world was made by him. Who made the world? And what is it? Isaiah 44 and 24. Yah said, when I made the world, I was by myself. Wasn't two other deities with me. I was alone. Are y'all with me? He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He was in the world. It was Yah. Yah did it, y'all. You own it, Don Dean, but Yahusha is Yah's salvation. That's when he was found fashioned as a man. When he found fashioned as a man, he used his name Yah. That's why the Messiah said, I come in my Father's name. Because his name is Yah too, but it's Yahusha, meaning Yah is salvation. But it was Yah that was in the world. He was in the world, and the world's made by him, and the world knew him not. Look at this, though. Yah came onto his own, right? He came onto his own. Yeah, he had a body on when he came. This particular trip. He came onto his own, and his own received him not. Didn't the Messiah say, I came... I'm not sent for the Gentile. I came to save Yisrael, the Israel. Didn't he tell that woman that when she came asking for some healing for her daughter? He said, I come for the lost sheep of Yisrael, for Israel. I didn't come for you. I didn't come for no dog. That's what he said to her. 11th verse. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. Trenda, good to see you in here. We're in John 1 and 11 now. Are you with me, Tia? John 1 and 11. Listen. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. Right? But many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah. Who got the power to become the sons of Yah? Because we was the sons of Adam until we became the sons of Yah. Did y'all know that? Denise Wilkins, good to see you in here. We're in John 1 and 11. Are you with me? We were the sons of Adam until we became the sons of Yah. And what gave us the power to become the sons of Yah is when we accepted salvation, when we were baptized, when he baptized his Ruach HaKodesh, his spirit in us, to lead and guide us in all truth. Are y'all with me? We took on his spirit. In Torah, the spirit of Yah abode on folk. The ministry of the Mashiach, the spirit of Yah was baptized inside of us, remaining inside of us, leading and guiding us, taking us through the transformation process. Are y'all with me? But as many as received him, 12th verse, y'all. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah. Even to them that believed on his name, that he came for salvation. Yahusha. Yeah. That he came to save us, to rescue us, to be reconciled with us. So we're not Catholicized no more. We're not Christianized like that. I use that term loosely. But we're not Christianized like that no more. You know, sinners saved by grace. You know how people every now and then pray over their food? Every now and then have a yali conversation, but they pimps and players and gangsters. They cuss. They're not loyal to Yah. They haven't given up their life to follow him, to serve him. We're not that no more. It's time for us to wake up. The party's over. Oops, out of time. We're on the brink of World War III. We're on the brink of a famine. We're on the brink of the Most High smashing this place. And he's going to smash this place for what they did to his children. Just like KANYE was talking about. He was snitching on the people that did it. They called him a racist. No, I'm telling you, y'all racist. I'm telling you, the synagogue of Satan stole our identity. I'm telling you that the synagogue of Satan controls all the money. They're the ones that financed our slavery. Financed us being shipped into slavery. And then they saw our ID laying on the ground. They picked that up and moved in our house. He should have that ain't racist, to tell the truth. Is it racist to say that they the synagogue of Satan, like the Bible say in Revelations 2:9 and Revelations 3:9? Is that racist? Well, then Yah's racist then. Because Yah the one that said it. In Luke, 21? Luke 21 says that that Jews don't be trodden down under the foot of the Gentile. And if you look at Genesis 10:3, it lets you know that them fake Jews is sons of Japheth, the Ashkenazis. The Ashkenazi Jews is the one saying they Shemitic, calling him anti-Semitic. It's the fake Jew that's saying that you ain't from Shem. He couldn't be anti-Semitic against himself. He's the one Shemitic, you ain't. But you stole his ID and dare him to take his ID back. That's what bullies they are. They telling the Shemitic people, don't say that you the real people. Don't you dare come to get your ID back. You bet not come to claim your identity. We got it. That's what hype they on. You got my money in your pocket. Alyssa Briggs, good to see you in here. You got my money in your pocket. Yeah, whenever you got their fake money, yeah, they turning digital now. But whenever you got their fake money, they feel they own you. And you bet not claim your identity. They ain't do the money they got, they stole from you. Stole your land, stole your money, stole your name, stole your fame, stole the blessing, the birthright. Listen, just like Jacob ended up getting Esau's blessing, well, the Ashkenazi Jew reversed it. Now they came and taking the blessing back from us. But y'all gonna come take it back from them and give it back to us, and he gonna destroy them. How about that? That's what Zechariah was talking about, the carpenters. The first chapter. Y'all go read that about the carpenters, right? Destroying the four horns. Yeah. Three of the horns. All four horns is the three horns. What was it? It was the Babylonian, Assyrian, and the Greek. The Babylonian, Assyrians, and the Greeks dogged Israel out. And they all three got destroyed. All three kingdoms got destroyed. Now we're dealing with this last Egypt, which is the fourth horn, and there's a carpenter that's fixing to come and destroy them. Straight up. Are y'all with me? I'm going deep. Anyway, listen. 12th verse, y'all. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah. That's where we at, right? We're now the sons and daughters of Yah. We now got action at apologizing to the Most High. We thought we knew what life was about, and we didn't. So now we got the power to really become his children. And just like when Abraham's seed via Joseph ended up in Egypt and being dogged out, they were in Egypt so long that they became Egyptianized. Yeah, they were Egyptians. They believed in their 10 gods. They were Egyptians. They believed in that society. Yeah, they was really Hebrews, but they didn't know it. Not to the level of they didn't know their Elohim, is what I'm really trying to say. They knew they was Hebrews, but they didn't know their Elohim. They believed in the deities that the Egyptians believe in, until the Most High gave Moses his name, sent him in there to give them his name so they can know who their Elohim is. And then he had to physically rescue them while spiritually rescuing them. And that's what shape we in. We all raised in church, bunch of Catholics, some of us Muslims, some of us Hotep, Egypt, we all over the place. But now he brought his name in and he's waking us up to who we are and whose we are. Because we think we thugs and players and pimps and we all over the place. We dope dealer, we gangsters, we all over the place. You know, we do this, you know, touch your forehead, touch the center of your chest and then both shoulders, trying to make the Trinitarian cross and all that. We all jacked up. We all zodiac, burning sage, praying to the ancestors. We don't know if we coming or going. We think we black colored. We think we just don't know. African American, Afro American, we just twisted. But now it's time to wake up. We the people of the book. Kanye was telling the truth. We the people of the book. So was again, I tried to say his name the other day. Y'all end up helping me, did it? What's that boy name? And they chumped him as soon as he said it. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was telling the truth. These ball players, you got celebrities waking up. The biggest celebrity that ever woke up was Kanye. Yay. And they mad at him. They're gonna try to do him. Y'all pray for him. Listen. 13th verse said, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor the will of man, but of Yah. Okay, so this birth, listen, you just switched from the sons of Adam to the sons of Yah. And this birth, that the Messiah, he wasn't born of blood. He wasn't born of Joseph. Yeah, it was the Ruach HaKodesh that overshadowed that virgin, and he came forth, right? Nor of the will of the flesh, right? He wasn't born under the influence of sinful flesh. He didn't have that sin. He had the influence of flesh. Don't get it twisted, because he was found fashioned as a man. But he didn't have that original sin on him, because he wasn't born of the seed of man, Joseph. Yeah. He was born of the Ruach HaKodesh. He just had his flesh was made through Mary, because that's what a mother's bodies do. They hold the seed and then they build the flesh. Their body build the flesh that we live in. They build this ship we in, this tent, this tabernacle we in. Yeah, and that's why in Galatians 4:4, it say when the fullness of time was come, Yah sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law. She made the body. John 3:6, that which is born of flesh is flesh, and that which is born of spirit is spirit. She made the flesh because she's flesh. Are y'all with me? 13th verse, listen, which were born not of blood, nor the will of the flesh, nor the will of man, but of Yah, of the Ruach HaKodesh. Right? See, and the word was made flesh. 14th verse. See, she made the flesh, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. As we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of unmerited favor and truth. And this grace is the ability to obey the word. Not I'm a sinner saved by grace. No, get that out of here. That's the devil gave us that. No, this grace is the power in his word to cause us to become new. Now we got the power to obey him. Oh, John, listen. Let's go to John 8. John 8. John 8 and 31. John 8 and 31. Listen. I want y'all to see this. Thank you, Tia. I see it. Nick Cannon. Yeah, thank you. I just now saw that. Listen. Look what it say. to the Yahudim who believed in him. Now you got to understand, in this time, Rome had already taken over. The same Rome we're dealing with now in the last days. Our last days is more like when they hit us in 70 AD. When the Mashiach came, it was the last days. Put it that way. That's when the calendar changed and everything, right? Right? It went from BC to AD. Messiah changed everything. But in the last days, the Messiah's on the scene, right? And Rome was in control. And you had the fake Jew, the Talmudic Jew running everything, just like we got the Ashkenazi fake Jew running things now. Control of the Bible, colleges, yeah. Anyway, listen. To the Jews who believed in him, Yahushua said, if you hold to my teachings, you are really my disciples. Right? If you hold to my teachings, if you hold on to the truth, right? Then you will know the truth. You're going to know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Did y'all hear that? You're going to know the truth. You're going to be intimate. To know the truth, did y'all know to know the truth is to do it? Did y'all know that? It's not head knowledge. It's the ability to do it. That's why in 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, it say it says, what it say? It says the letter killeth, but it's the ruah that gives life. And if you look up letter, it means Torah. But the letter killeth. It's the ruah that gives life. You knowing the word don't do nothing but kill you because you ain't doing it. You see people say, I believe, and they start quoting scriptures, but they sinning. They don't do nothing the word say. They just know it. And we've been brainwashed into believing that that's a relationship with Yah. No, you set up for damnation and destruction. Because him to know if to do good and do it to not, to him it is sin. Now, I can get deeper to tell you that just because you know it in your head don't mean you know it, which is a whole nother level. And it's still true. I'm still saying those that quote scriptures, they think they're justified by being able to say, I was raised in church, or I believe in God, or whatever thing they say. But they're not doing it. You're not doing what he's saying. The key is we're in a fallen state of sinfulness, born in sin and shaped in iniquity. The victory is being reattached with truth, being reattached with the word, and then doing it. It's not the hearer of the word that's justified. It's the doer. Right? So the key is not just to have it in your head, Fred, but to do it. Are y'all with me? So listen. Then Yahushua said to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then are you my disciples indeed. Meaning you heard it, but now you got to do it and continue to do it. Then you're my disciples. Because disciple means follower. Are y'all with me? So then the 32nd verse then says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You know what makes you free? Not you, not your will, not because you want to be free. Q, what it do? We're in John 8:32 now. Are you with me? Listen, you can want to do what's right and can't do it. That's what Paul was talking about in Romans, the 7th chapter. Wanting to do right, but he couldn't do it. He had to submit to the word in order to do it. And that's what he disclosed in Romans 8. There's therefore now no condemnation to them that are in the Messiah, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. If you walk after the flesh, you're going to die. But if you through the Spirit mortify the deeds of the flesh, you're going to live. Through the power of the word, you can kill out that evil nature you were born in. You can learn to tell yourself no. And then you'll be supplied with the power to do no. You can say no, but you need the power to do no. Tell yourself no and do it. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all with me, ain't ya? Listen. Where we at? And you, 32nd verse, and you shall know the truth. Know is intimate. To know it is to do it. To say it and not do it is not to know it. You deceived. You're religious. You got a form of godliness, denying the power thereof. You got to be able to do it. And you shall know intimacy, the truth. And what the truth gonna do? Make you free. Free from the bondage of your sinful nature. Free from the bondage of the can't help it's. Yeah. Having intention on doing what's right but can't do it. When you know the truth. When you know, you Messiah said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. When you know him, listen, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And they asked him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. That goes to prove what I just told y'all a minute ago. That Rome had taken over, the fake Jew was in full effect. The Talmudic Jew was in full effect, and they was in control over the real Hebrews. The blood Hebrews was under the control, influence of the fake Jews when the Messiah was living. Rome had already taken over. Herod was already in place. Fake Jew, fake converts. Romans. Listen. And they asked him, listen, we be Abraham's seed, were never in bondage. And they answered him. They didn't ask him nothing. I apologize. And they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, you shall be made free? They were telling the truth right there. They were never in bondage because they wasn't they wasn't Isaac. They still was the children of Abraham, but they wasn't. They was Esau. They was Esau rather. They were the seed of Esau. They were not the seed of boy, am I tripping up. They were not the seed of Isaac, right? They were not the seed of Esau. They were not the seed of Jacob, Yaakov. They were in Yaakov's house. They was in Jacob's house. They was in Israel. But they were not the seed of Jacob. They was the seed of Esau. Man, I got it out. Boy, was that rough. Thank you, y'all. They were running it, just like they are now. Same people. Tell you, they were running it. They were in control. They was running synagogues and everything. Right? So he's in Jerusalem dealing with the religious system. And the Roman part of the religious system, the converts, the Talmudic Jews, hated him. Didn't like him. They were the ones that's telling the true Jews to crucify him. When they was in court, and in the courtyard, and when Barabbas was there, and the Messiah was there, they were in the courtyard. It was the fake Jews, still Abraham's seed though, but they were just Esau. But they were going around telling the real Jews, say, give us Barabbas, say, give us Barabbas, say, give us Barabbas. They was running through the crowd saying that, coercing them to say, give us Barabbas, crucify the Messiah. And them sellout Negroes did that. That's what they did. Just like today, we got sellout, boule, fake Negroes that's with this system, society, that's been bought off, that's not down with the people for real. Are y'all with me? Listen, 33. They answered him, we be Abraham's seed and were never in bondage to any man. They telling the truth because Israel stayed in bondage. The 12 tribes of Jacob stayed in bondage. They stayed getting beat down. There were so many captivities. This was the prelude to the last captivity. This was the prelude to us being shipped into the Americas to serve this 400 years. 37 years after the crucifixion of the Messiah, listen, at 37 years after the crucifixion of the Messiah is when Rome hit Jerusalem because they tried to rebel against him. But it was too late. They had already denied the Messiah under the influence of the fake Jews. So Rome came and smashed them, and then they was on the run until they got caught in Negro land, and then they were shipped into the Americas, and that's why we here right now. Michelle, good to see you in here. We're in John 8:33 now. Good to see you in here, sis. And they answered him, "We be Abraham's seed." They answered, "We be they was Esau though. They wasn't Yaakov. They wasn't I'm stuck again. They wasn't Yaakov. They was Esau. They answered him, "We be Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man," because they weren't. No, Esau wasn't in bondage. Esau was running it. When Jacob stole his blessing, stole his birthright, his blessing, and then Esau ended up being blessed by his daddy to reign, to be a warrior, and everything that he was gonna get it through war, conquering. That's why they dukes, war captain. They're warriors. They're thieves. Yeah, the blessing went to Yaakov because he sold his birthright. Yah didn't like that. So he lost the blessing to go along with it, but his daddy blessed him anyway. His daddy blessed him that he would break the yoke off from Jacob, and he would rise above him, but he was going to be a tyranny. And that's what he is today. Are y'all with me? So they weren't in bondage. He answered him, "We be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free?" And Yahushua answered them, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is a servant of sin." He was spiritual on them. And he's really teaching the true Jew. Now, of course, any of the fake Jews, anybody can get it. Anybody can repent. But he came to the 12 tribes of Israel, like he said. Do not get it twisted. He came to save the 12 tribes of Israel. He wasn't playing when he said that. Nor did he change his mind. Nor did he change the order of the Bible. Nor did he close the door on heathen nations. He never closed the door on heathen nations. Never. Ever did he do that. He didn't even do that in Torah, in the Old Testament. He never closed the door on them. His chosen people was his people. And those foreign nations, they were set, he was going to destroy them. But any of them, including Rahab, any of them that will repent can be saved too. Just like he said, "I have a sheep of another fold." The other fold he was talking about wasn't heathens. He was talking about the 10 tribes of Israel that he divorced. He said, they can come back. Yeah. He said, "I got a sheep of another fold." So when he was on earth, he started setting up to bring them back together. And that's what he was doing. Could a Gentile get it? I'm talking about I'm not talking about the banished Gentile, but I'm talking about a heathen nation Gentile. Another ethnicity. Could they get it? Yeah. In the Old Testament, they called them strangers, aliens or strangers. Yeah. You come on in. He ain't never closing the door on a believer that want to bow down and serve him. But he had a chosen people, Abraham's seed, and he chose them because of Abraham's faith. So he entered into a covenant agreement with Abraham. Otherwise, it's time just to destroy the world. Because man had fallen. Man is tore up from the floor, all man. But sister of the faith of Abraham, that's what made him the father of many nations. Yeah, through faith. through submitting and bowing down. But he stayed loyal to Abraham. And he loyal to us. We done served our 400 years. And we've been waking up on a level that like ain't nowhere in the whole planet is waking up to who we are. And so are we. And to tell you the truth, the fake Jews, the laymen, the lower level fake Jews really believe they us. They running around, pull out their ID, and you look at their ID and say, wait a minute. The person on your ID is a Negro. Let me look at you again. You don't look like that. Yeah, that's me. That's me. No, that's not you. Yes, it is. Yes, they deceive too. Yeah, that's my ID. Can I have my ID back? Titus. No, we've been through it. Yeah, the person in the picture has been through it. Yeah, they went through the Maccabees. They've been tore up. They've been tortured, hung from tree. They do Deuteronomy 28. That didn't happen to you. Just like these Jews said right here in the 33rd verse, and they answered the Messiah. They answered the Messiah and said, we be Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man. That's you. That ID, they've been in bondage. The person on that ID that you got in your pocket has been in bondage. You haven't been. You lied. You fabricated some stuff. You making stuff look like it was you in certain instances, and then the things that did happen to you didn't happen like you said because you was a liar. No, you've been fooled. You got somebody else's history attached to you. You're not from Africa, because that's where it happened at. Yeah, you're not. No. You was never scattered. You never shipped into slavery like Deuteronomy 28 say. That's not you. You never been shipped into slavery. You never. When were you enslaved for 400 years? I'll wait. In Deuteronomy 28, it said it would be a sign. He said, you don't know Israel because they're gonna have a trail. They're gonna have a trail. It's gonna be proof that all these curses in here is gonna fit them. Every curse in there, including being shipped into slavery, including serving 400 years. Tell me a people that served 400 years in the history of humanity, according to Abraham's dream, nightmare in Genesis, the 15th chapter. Tell me anybody in history that did that, except us. You ain't ready for me. Listen, yes you are. Y'all ready. Listen, Luis, good to see you in here. Come on, talk back to me. What time? How much time I got? Let me see. I'm almost done. Listen. Luis, we in John 8:33. Oh, I was farther than that. I start from there. And they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, you shall be made free? And you shall answer them, verily I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is the servant of sin. Did y'all know that whoever is sinning, did you know you're sinning because you're a slave to it? And you need to be set free? Did y'all know that? See, let's get spiritual. We, the people of the book, the Messiah is preaching to the people of the book and some imposters, but he's preaching to the people of the book. And the ones that's believing on him, he said, continue, be my disciples indeed. Right? And then he said, I'm really come to make you free from sin. You need to be reconciled with the word. Well, the fake Jew couldn't relate. That's why they said, what you mean be made free? We be in bondage to no man. I'm not talking to you. Your Holocaust is fake. Your skin don't even say you was from Africa. You're not from Africa. You've been lied to, just like the true Jew has been lied to. Are y'all with me? Oh, it's true. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. They need to wake up like we need to wake up. We waking up to find out we the people, and they waking up to find out they ain't. So they need to apologize for the sins of their forefathers and repent. And we need to apologize for the sins of our forefathers that got us in this mess in the first place. Listen to them fake Jews talking about crucify him, crucify him, give us Barabbas. Oh, I'm trying to teach y'all. Listen. So the 34th verse then says, you shall answer them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is a servant of sin. If you sinning, you're abiding in death. Listen, you're abiding in death. And you're a slave to it. It won't let you go. Why you think he said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free? Because you need to be made free. And only Yah can set you free. You're right, Q. Born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So we need to be made free. And how we made free? We willingly is baptized into his death. We let ourselves go. Death is the only solution to this pollution. There's no way to get away from sin. The only way to get away from sin is to be born again. Really. The only way that I can walk away from sin is I got to go against me. I got to be willing to be baptized. I got to willingly be baptized into his death so I can rise up to walk in the newness of life. Other than that, I am going to sin because that's who I am. I was born to be this. And my only, listen, that's why the Basora, the gospel, they call the gospel, is death, burial, and resurrection. It's death, burial, and then you can come up new. If any man be in the Messiah, he's a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things become new. You got to be born into his death and then come up. You can't stay you. You know how people be like better people, nicer people. You still you. You still you. You still ain't cool. You got to let you go in order to do this. Is y'all with me today? And you said 34. I gotta go. Shalom, Frank. We in John 8 and 35. It was a good lesson. You're gonna have to run it back. But listen, 34. And Yahushua answered them, verily, verily I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is the servant of sin. You got people on drugs can't get off because the drug it's out of control. It's out of their control. They have to be made free. They got to be intimate with truth. To be intimate in truth is to accept it, to believe, confess it with your mouth, believe in your heart, believe in the death, burial, resurrection, and willing to be baptized into his death. Now you can rise up to walk in the newness of life. Some people never let themselves go to grab him. You can't have both. You can't serve two masters. Some people unintentionally are trying to serve two masters. They hold on to themselves and they're trying to hold on to Yah. No, it don't work like that. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You're two people. The only way you're going to serve Yah is, put a 4 in there if I'm telling the truth. Have you noticed that you cannot serve him because you holding on to you? Put a 4 in there if you got that revelation. You got to go against you to serve him. You got to go against you. I'm trying to tell you, Tia. Unintentionally, folks be holding on to themselves trying to serve him. Impossible. It will never happen. It has not happened and it will never happen. If I'm holding on to me, I'll be feeling lustful sometimes. If I hold on to me, I'll be feeling prideful sometimes. If I hold on to me, I'll pop you and your dog, run up on me at the wrong time and see what you get. You'll find out if I can fight or not, or if they were just talking. Yeah, you'll find out. Yeah. But if I let me go, I can't serve me. If I'm serving me, I got an agenda. That's why the Messiah said, I come in my Father's name and you receive me not. I don't come with my own agenda. I come in on his agenda only. If another come in his own name, him you gonna receive. Folks got agendas. You gotta let your agenda go to serve him. Listen, I'm finna go, y'all. And Yahushua said, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is the servant of sin. You can't help it unless you quit yourself. Yeah, you got to divorce yourself to do this. Yeah. You got to divorce. You cannot do this unless you let yourself go. And the servant abideth not in the house forever. 35th verse, y'all. And the servant abideth not in the house forever. but the Son abideth forever. So what we did is we took on the sonship. We took on the sonship. That was born, listen, that was born not of the will of man. Are y'all with me? That was born, wasn't born of blood, nor the will of the flesh, but of the will of Yah. When we were reborn, we weren't born after the flesh. We were born after the Ruah, of the will of Yah. Our flesh agenda was baptized into his death. So now we can rise up to walk in the newness of life. If you haven't done that, you're just religious. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I come with good news. If I told you the bad news, at least it's a prelude to receiving the good news. And the good news, whom the Messiah set free is free indeed. 36th verse. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. Did y'all hear that? If the Son therefore shall set you free, you should be free indeed. The sonship, the man that obeyed the word, is the same ministry that you now took on. You'll be the man, the woman that obey the word. In the physical, that would be your ministry. In the spiritual, it was the word that was made flesh. You're now under the influence of the word like that son was. You're going to be under the influence of the word just like that son. If the Son therefore shall make you free, that ministry, the sonship, is a ministry. It is a fleshly human being under the ministry of the Son. What was the ministry of the Son? The word was made flesh. The Son that obeyed the word. I'm finna go back to John 1. And 12. I'm done. Really, I'm done. Listen. As many as received him, John 1 and 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Yah. Now we're the sons, we're the daughters, we're the children of Yah, even to them that believed on his name, which were born not of blood, not of the will of the flesh, not of the will of man, but of Yah. When we were reborn, we was born not of the flesh, not of the will of man, we was born of the will of Yah. Is y'all with me? Y'all pray for Kanye too, okay? Is that all right? That should be all right. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you humbly as we know how, gleaning the truth of thy word. Thy word is truth. Hallelujah. We need you. Hallelujah. Run it back, Venetia. Play it back. Bless Venetia, special touch from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet. Bless everybody's in here on the sound of my voice. Quicken us, make us alive to your truth. Cause us to know the truth, not just hear the truth. It's not the hearer, it's the doer. Not just hear the truth, but know the truth. Because if we know the truth, then the truth is going to set us free. Set us free from me. We decree that is done. We believe you for it. We celebrate the victory. In the matchless name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah, Yahuwah, and Aman. That was the lesson for the day. I pray we all continue to obey everything the Most High say, okay? Thank everybody that be pushing to share. You share your platforms with truth. May Yah bless you. Bless you. Real talk. That's a platform. Use your platform like a mini little assembly. Bless you. Everyone in tag, you witnessing. So you got some folks that will set up their dwelling. They dwelling for the word. You got some folks that will go bring people into the dwelling. Dwelling. That's tagging. That's tagging. And I thank y'all for both. Setting up little pulpits and going to get the people to hear the pulpits. That's tag. That's sharing and that's tagging. And thank everybody that financially supports this ministry because you help us do what we do. I'm able to spend time with Yah. If y'all give. If you don't, it's a struggle. Y'all will get mad at you. I'm telling you the truth, too. If y'all eating and growing and won't share your carnal, if I share the spiritual that he give me and y'all won't share your carnal, he get upset with you, whether you know it or not. And some of y'all go through financial struggles because you're more into your own personal life and your carnal life than you are your spiritual life, and don't support ministry like you should. I just dropped that on you because it's true. But I love y'all. I'm going to preach to you anyway. You ain't got to give a dime. I'm going to preach to you, and I'm going to love on you too. But you do yourself a disservice when you do that, just so you know. But I love y'all. Y'all want to pray, talk about the lesson some more, feel free to do so. I got to go, of course, but I love y'all. The number is 302-202-1102, extension 815648. 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Y'all be Baruch and Barak Shalom. I'm gone.